Hello guys, welcome back to another vlog in this very red vlog at the moment. Just about to go and feed Aria, but I just wanted to say that, to document it, that I actually just got my first COVID jab and in this arm, and it's very sore and very stiff. I can barely lift my arm higher than that without it hurting. I can actually, okay, does a little bit. Twinges a little bit. Yeah, I can actually go that far, it just kind of hurts. Apparently that's a thing and it can last about a few days. And it's not really a bother. I don't have any trouble lifting anything or anything. It's just like a little irritation. But yeah, that's the first of two. And the second one, don't know if it'll be in this vlog, but it's just mentioned anyway. So yeah, better go and feed my baby. And moving on. And here we have a fantastic addition to my collection is the Black Series Darth Vader helmet, which is absolutely brilliant. The detail on it is unbelievable. It looks much better in real life. It's absolutely huge. If you take a look at, I don't know, that lava lamp next to it, or for point of reference, or that Brittany there, it's pretty good. I'm getting a full sort of Darth Vader costume, and I'm going to be making TikToks as Darth Vader. It's just a stupid idea I had. I don't know. It's just, yeah, bear with me. Just whatever. We're called revlogs on TikTok, so if anyone wants to see them, then they can. There's about two there, but it's not in full costume. It's kind of a casual Vader thing going on at the moment. But yeah, it's incredible. I could probably show you more about it, but like I said, I've got to go and feed my baby, so just mentioning this before I go there. So yeah, very, very good, very detailed. Wow, the light picks up all the fact that it's got dust on it, a few smudges. I'll have to obviously polish it down a little bit, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be doing something really interesting today, which is I'm going to be doing a one-off, for the moment at least, job with my sister's boyfriend slash brother-in-law, but not really because they're not married, so it's not that. But everyone calls it that because they've been together for so long and they have a child together. He's 5, and yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Probably won't be able to film anything. I just thought I'd mention it in the vlog for future reference to myself, because technically these vlogs are for, really. And yeah, so the dog is sleeping. It's 7:30 in the morning, and I'm getting ready to start, and then we finish at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, fun times. Fun times. And what is that? Anyway, never mind. I'll update the vlog once I've done it. So if it wasn't actually clear, he works in kind of construction. I won't be doing any construction or anything like that. I am just there as essentially a helping hand. I think he kind of like owns the business or something, and I'm just there essentially just to hand him things and help lift some heavy, or not heavy, but semi-heavy stuff, which isn't really heavy, really. So yeah, it's nothing really to it. It's just hopefully not going to be too boring, you know. But yeah, it's worth the money because it's, you know, worth it for the money and for the baby. Do it for her, even though she's not actually in there at the moment. Do it for the dog. Yeah, doggy. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Well, I never thought I'd find myself on an actual building site with COVID restrictions and everything. Not my typical thing, but hey, it works. Even wearing the whole vis thing, all I'm doing is moving things around, essentially. I'm not actually on building anything, but yeah, I had to be quiet because there are people here. But yeah, it's very strange for someone like me to be in a place like this, but hey, what can you do? Wide awake now, aren't you?
Yes.
And hungry as well. Just bouncy.
Ready? Hi, ready? Sleeping. Sleeping.
Okay, so it's that time again. Anyone who knows me from my previous vlogs on my old channel will know that I'm pretty much a huge fan of Lego. And as you can see here, this is the Master Builder Series Mos Eisley Cantina. And it's big. The box is big, and I know the set's quite big as well, especially when it's opened up and things like that. And it has over about 3,000 something pieces. Very similar to the UCS Death Star over there. So yeah, it's going to be quite the project. I've already got a bit of a head start on it here. As you can see there, we've got a Luke Skywalker and half of a speeder built. And now I'm going to continue to build the speeder. And it's pretty late, so I'm going to probably call it there after that until tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty cool set. There are over 21 minifigures in here. So again, akin to that thing. So yeah, it's going to be a good build. Haven't been timing my progress with this Lego set, but I finished the speeder and now I'm on to creating the the bar for the cantina, which is a lot bigger than I thought it would be, which is pretty good. And I've been at it for a few hours, so that's all I can really say. But yeah, really enjoying it, really got back into my love for Lego, and I'm going to get straight back to it. So as a long-time Mass Effect fan since its release, I just had to get this. It feels like I'm getting back into a comfy chair, essentially. And I just cannot wait to go through the entire saga, every side quest, every mission of every game, and every DLC and everything. It's just going to be so much fun going back to it with fresh eyes after so many years, actually, of playing it. So, yeah, I highly recommend it if you haven't played it. I think my partner is going to be, Naomi is going to be playing it as well, and she's never played it. So it's going to be good. She gets to experience it for the first time. Yeah, it's going to be so good. Anyway, let's move on. So this microphone that I recorded all the Munkcasts, well, not all of the Munkcasts, but a majority of the later Munkcasts and Monk's World Tour and everything on the old channel is dead. Well, it's not, it works, the mic works, it's just this is sort of, well, it's broken, really. It's still functional, and I'll use it maybe in future projects if I ever get any future projects. It's been a very dry year, 2020 and half of 2021, not really done anything. But, so I've decided, because I am going to be bringing back the Monk's World Tour for a special, like a really long sort of a fan film, basically. I thought maybe I should just invest in a new mic, which I have done. I have got a job now, so I could pay for it and everything, and I have gotten an industry standard microphone, which is used everywhere, pretty much. It's used in pretty much every single music you've ever heard, really, in recent years. And yeah, it's out there. It's a Shure microphone, and I will definitely show you once it arrives tomorrow. And I've set it up on this arm, and this will go into storage, which it deserves a rest now, I guess. But it will be used in future projects and things like that, because it's a decent mic. It's the it's the Rode NT1A, and it's been good. But of course the mount is broken. I could get a new mount, and I'm probably going to get a new mount. It's just, it kind of prompted me to finally, it's just coming apart, isn't it? It's prompted me to just upgrade my equipment, really. This microphone came out about 16 years ago. So yeah, it's old, it's good. Microphones last that long. I mean, the Neumann U87 came out in the 1980s, and that's still used in films today. That's an industry standard mic as well, which I could have got that one, but it's way too expensive. But anyway, moving on to when I get it, I guess. Maybe, I don't know, just the next part of the vlog. Typical. I only cut the grass like a couple of weeks ago, and already it's really long. It's because of the rain, as you can see. It's not always raining in England, but this is not a good example. There's even it's a dog's toy there. It used to be a football, but it's a dog's toy out there. Look at it, looks like a middle of I was going to say torrential, but that's rain, isn't it? The grass looks like a forest floor at the moment. And I have to get out there when it's dry and cut it. Because the backyard looks just messy. At least that's where I got some weeds coming through as well. Fantastic! More everyday housework to do. And so it begins with the recording of the Munk's World Tour, which is now being renamed to the Munkcast World Tour. And yes, the new mic works perfectly. And it sounds night and day better than it did before. In fact, we're re-recording all of the lines for Munk's World Tour, or the Munkcast World Tour. Even though they're not actually going on a world tour, it's confusing. And it's being edited in 5.1 surround sound as well, hence the speakers and things I have set up. So, yeah, cool. Spoilers, by the way, even though some of you would have probably seen it already, but yeah, as you can see, new animation looks pretty good. Well, I say animation, it's more stills with a little bit of movement. It's just because it's mostly an audio story, but we have to have a visual accompaniment, so we worked on that. So yeah, anyway, that's Discord. So things in this room have gotten a little bit out of hand. As you can see, it's quite cluttered, and I think that well, I'm in the middle of doing a Lego set. That explains why this box is here full of bags everywhere and the camera. Wow. I'm going to reorganize the room completely. I'm going to twist my desk the other way around. Yes, I'm drinking a Pepsi. And have basically a little cubicle in the corner rather than a desk pointing towards the wall. Because I think it's kind of boring when you've got a desk towards the wall. Everything is behind you and it's boring. So I think, do you know what? We'll turn the desk around. We'll have the computer sort of facing this way, so the cables at the back are here, so I can still go on VR. And that'll be pretty good. So I'm going to end up designing that now. It's probably going to take a while. I have to move everything out. Everything's heavy, especially that drawers there, as you can see. Don't even know why that's open. I think Naomi's been down here. She does that all the time. And I have to be careful of my half-built Lego set. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. In fact, I'm going to do that whole spinning around trick. So when I finally turn back around, it's done. So here we go. Let's do that. And there we go. Much better. Sort of. The only caveat or downside or whatever it is to a setup that's like this is the cable management. Yeah, I'm going to get some cable tidies eventually to sort of make this look a little bit neater, but it's not too bad. There is a ton of speaker cables because of course it's a 5.1 surround sound setup there. This also is kind of makeshift, but it works actually. You'd be surprised. I'm probably going to get them mounted again eventually, but it's probably best to keep it like this because you never know if I might move the setup again. And yeah, so this is all kind of those displays need fixing off the figures that fell over and things. Yeah, but yeah, it's all right. It's a nice little cubicle in here because the wall is right behind me. When I'm playing music or anything like that, the reflections off of the wall and everything is just so good. It makes just sort of the experience a lot better. And because these speakers are closer to my ears as well, it gives it that very theatrical, kind of cinema quality sort of feel to it, because the 1000-watt subwoofer that's on the floor there as well just makes everything just sound really nice. And yeah, so I'm going to be getting some acoustic panels to put along these walls here. I'm going to, I think what they call it, I think they solder it, where you put a strip and a strip and a strip of panels over here, but this wall I'm going to half kind of cover and then do strips here, and this wall as well is going to be isolated, just so I can get a nice sound, or a better sound, even though that's a very direct, omnidirectional, or wow, corduroy signal mic that's pointing into my mouth there. So I don't really need to isolate that much with that mic because it's directional, but something disconnected. It works, and I'm going to take this light off of the back of my thing, I think, as well, my monitor. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm probably going to be getting, even though I just recently got a new monitor, I'm going to be getting another new monitor because Naomi's going to be using this one when she gets a new Mac, and I'm going to get myself a new monitor, bigger, with a even higher refresh rate at 4K and things for the PS5 and the PC, so should be pretty cool. And yeah, so that looks pretty cool. Everything looks a little bit neater. I'm still working on my Lego set, so that box is there. It's actually been put there. I'm going to put it back on my desk in a minute and work on it. My child's Aria's carry cot for her pram is on the floor there, and there's still a few bits over here which I have to organise, but overall it's pretty good and I'm happy with it. So let's move on. Excuse me. And totally forgot to mention as well that this little corner here is like, I did mention this, but I've got a little folding table here which I just bought today, and I don't know why there's a bike pump on there. I think it's to pump the wheels on the pram, but or the stroller, however you want to call it. But it's nice to have this here. It's not staying there. Probably going to use it for my Lego over there, but it's nice to just mention that I have a folding table for some reason. But yeah, moving on. Okay guys, so I have to be quiet even though I'm in a car right now, and yes, the wheel is on that side. I'm actually still at that building site. I've been working here a week, and I can already tell you that it's not for me. I am not staying here, and I will be finishing it tomorrow. Sorry, I'm trying to. There's mud everywhere because it's dirt. Like, look at my shoes. Take a look at that. You see that? This is what I have to put up with. I am not the kind of person who should be at a building site, you know? It's not for me. I don't particularly think that it's something I would want to do again. And probably going to be looking into other things. But on the subject of construction, the Lego set that I was building, the Mos Eisley Cantina, is sort of finished. It's halfway there. I'll show you the completed set in detail at the beginning of the next vlog. But as for now, I'm going to have to say, vlog over.